In our series, Medical Price Roulette, we reveal how Americans pay wildly different prices for the same medical procedures. Our series is a collaboration with Clear Health Costs. Today, the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are looking at the cost of mammograms and follow-up tests. More than 30 million women will get a mammogram this year, but many tell us that while they thought subsequent tests were free and preventative, they ended up with big, big bills. Our consumer investigative correspondent, that's Werner, is here. Anna, nobody likes sticker shock, so why is this happening?
Right, Gail. The Affordable Care Act provided for free mammograms every 1 to 2 years for women aged 40 and over. But many women are called back for a second look, and some told us they wound up with unexpected bills for hundreds of dollars.
In Topeka, Kansas, Sonia Johnson says she went for her regular mammogram, then got a call. Doctors saw something unusual in the images.
I kind of panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, you saw what?
Johnson says she has a common condition, dense breast tissue. So the doctors did a follow-up test, ultrasounds on both breasts. The result? Nothing to worry about health-wise, but financially?
I got this huge bill.
The bill said she owed $646 for those ultrasounds.
I didn't even think that I was going to get charged because it is preventative. And, you know, my first appointment didn't cost me anything, not even a co-payment. So I'm thinking, you know, they called me and I wasn't expecting a bill at all.
The Affordable Care Act requires many insurance plans to cover mammograms as a preventive benefit every 1 to 2 years for women age 40 or older. But about 40% of those women have dense breasts and often need a secondary test their insurance won't pay for.
I think it's hidden, and I think it needs to be more open and transparent that I need to know. You know, we're going to have a two-part. If we see something, we're going to have you come back, and that will cost you.
Johnson isn't alone with her $646 bill. A woman in Maryland told us she wound up paying $350 for additional tests. Another in California told us she was charged $912 for an additional test during her routine screening.
Some women are charged for these tests without knowing that it's not covered by their insurer.
Pat Halpin-Murphy heads the Pennsylvania Breast Cancer Coalition.
But women want to know whether that anomaly in their breast is breast cancer or not. So they say, okay, I'll take the additional screening test. And then they get these enormous bills, and they can't pay them. That's unreasonable, and I think unconscionable, and we want to change that.
The coalition says in dense breasts, mammograms miss more than 50% of cancers present. Legislation proposed in Pennsylvania would require insurers to cover the additional screenings, including ultrasounds and MRIs, for women with dense breasts and others at increased risk for breast cancer.
If this is my preventative care and it's supposed to be part of my insurance, no, I should not be charged for it.
The coalition says cancer is 4 to 6 times more likely in women with extremely dense breasts, and not covering follow-up tests will cost lives. Now, the organization does offer financial assistance to women in Pennsylvania. There are some similar groups nationwide, but without legislation, insurers may not have to cover these tests. So if you'd like to share the prices you've paid for mammograms and tests or any other medical procedures with us, go to cbsnews.com/health costs or email at healthcosts@cbsnews.com.
Raising some really important issues.
Yeah, and a great series, Medical Price Roulette.
I would, you know what I wish, Anna? I wish they would come up with another way to do the mammogram. Let those young scientists we had on yesterday, wish they could come up with another procedure.
Yes. That'll be the one.
Honestly, if men had to have their penis squished the way the women do with their breasts like a pancake, they'd come up with another way to do it. That's the truth.
Men do face their own trials and tribulations.
Yeah, but it's not like that, Tony. It's not like that.
Thanks for that thought, Gayle.
Okay, you're welcome.